Analyzing here, and as always, we're gonna rip this thing off with DXY to start. All right, let me go ahead and share up here. All right, cool. All right, guys. So we're here on DXY. I was actually thinking maybe we should do. I got an idea. I gotta talk to you about later. But anyway, we're here on DXY, guys. Daily time frame. So we're going to utilize the daily time frame to understand the overall trend, overall sentiment, and see if anything has changed. So it's pretty much just a one look time frame. So we can see on the daily. I'll show you what I mean. So we're on the daily here, very much bullish, right? From all the way back here to here, very much bullish. Lots of higher highs, higher lows, and so on. Key support. Once price action broke through this zone and was up in this new zone up here, this new range between this monthly and this weekly, it was bullish, and then major support was at this monthly, right, until it broke, and then on that break, confirmed lower highs. That's what confirms a transition, a change of trend. So we went from bullish bias to bearish bias once we saw this break significantly, and then consolidate, close below, and so on and so on. So with that, overall trend in mind, we have, we just analyzed the trend. We got an idea of what's going on. Let's go to the 4-hour and analyze with that overall trend in mind, right? So we are very bearish. Here was that zone we just had broken. And now we are consolidating below that zone, right? See how we have lots of ranging right here, bouncing off resistance, bouncing off support, and so on. So we are looking to continue with the short bias. However, we pretty much have two scenarios for how price action could play out. Okay, so it's either we get structure formation, which is a pullback to 38.2, right up here. So we pretty much break the range. Maybe wick the 38.2, couple candles, body closure there, and then it pulls back. Gives us a transition right at this zone here, and then we'll be looking for lower highs to enter on below that zone. Okay, so that could happen. Structure formation is always ideal when looking to continue with a trend. So we would really like to see that. That really shows a healthy market, a nice strong market, especially with a pretty swift rejection off the 38.2 if we do hit it and come back down. So we'll see. That's one scenario. Second scenario is that price action momentum just keeps pushing price action lower. Wait, is this my battery? Damn. All right, I gotta charge my thing. All right. So the second scenario is price action momentum just pushes price action through support, retest, again, enter on lower highs below the range itself, and then target lower towards, major support and, significant fib levels like this -27. Okay. So we're pretty much only looking at, bearish options right now, but let's consider, what has to happen for us to go long or to start looking at a change of trend back to the bulls, right? What needs to happen? A break of 95 flat, break and retest, confirmed higher low above this zone, and then we can consider, an actual change of trend back to the bulls. Okay, so that's DXY. Let's keep going here. AUD USD is next. This one's looking great for this week. Of all the pairs that I'm going to show you guys, this one is the closest to execution. This one's looking the most promising, and so on. And we'll get to that on the 4-hour in a second. So zoom out, guys. What's the daily time frame for? Getting that overall look of the trend, right? Super bearish, as we can see. This was Corona news. Don't mind that too much. But just keep an idea of the overall trend here. Super bearish, right? Super bearish up until this point, this monthly here. This is where our last lower high was, this peak here, before price action dropped. Came all the way back up in a very, very strong retracement, 4-hour trend, right back to that monthly zone. Pretty much 100% pullback from here to here. Came back down, formed a higher low, and then pushed through the monthly. So it actually broke this lower high. This is now a daily bullish trend. So it transitioned from overall bearish to now to newly bullish, okay? So that's what we're looking at. Let's drop time frames. Get an idea of what's going on this time frame here. Zoom in a little more. All right, cool. So this is that break of the monthly that we just saw, right? Huge break, came back, retested, giving us higher lows, giving us higher highs. This is like pretty much just a wide ascending channel. You know, not too much conviction. It's still basically choppy. We're still looking for, you know, some sort of key confirmations, and especially right now. So right now, current price action just gave us a higher low. We're crossing through some MAs, looking to get in on some bullish setups off of this zone 0719, and it looks like we just got an engulfing. And now it's retesting again. So there's definitely going to be some lower time frame entries on this 1 hour, 30 minute. But, you know, enter on some strong bullish confirmations, target higher towards the negative 27 fib level, and, you know, key resistance around 0.735. Okay, stop loss just outside the higher low. Looking like a really great trade, at least 4 to 1 here. You could even stretch it down and make it 3 to 1. Either way, great risk to reward for this trade. This could play out really, really nicely if we get that conviction and the momentum pushing price action higher. All right, so that's AUD/USD. Definitely the most promising, the best prospect for this week, I would say. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to find a computer charger so I don't lose you guys.
Hi.
1 second. This cable doesn't reach.
Yeah. We got some people posting their names. We're going to do the giveaway. So post your name in the Discord chat if you guys want to get in on the giveaway. It's going to be $25. You guys are, what's up, Sumi? I saw your message about gold. You know, Nick will go over gold. We'll cover that. But yeah, every freaking day. Yeah, I mean, we're on these computers so much, they're always freaking dying out here.
Zoom destroys your battery life. It really does.
Share your Discord name in the chat, guys. I want the giveaway. Just literally put your name. If you're in Discord, put your name in the chat. For you guys that are new, you know, give yourselves a chance, win the giveaway for today. Nick's about to be back on in 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just moving. Sorry, guys. All right. All right, we should be good. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, we're charging. All right, guys. So we're now on to AJ. You guys can still see my chart. Good. Cool. All right. So first thing we want to do on this pair, daily time frame. Every time, every pair. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Let me get rid of this. Don't need that. All right. All right, cool. So here we are on the daily time frame. AJ, looking for the overall trend on the daily time frame, right? Super bearish, super bearish. Last lower high being right here, right around 76 flat, 76.5, right at our monthly resistance zone. Price action dropped. This is Corona related. Came back, very strong retracement, just like AU, right back 100% basically to the monthly. Came back down, tested, gave us a higher low, pushed up back into that monthly zone. Now, the only difference here, compared to AU is that AU broke the monthly zone. It actually gave us a transition from bearish trend to bullish trend. This has not broken that monthly yet. Granted, it has come a long way. It's broke a lot of resistance levels, you know, crossed through the MAs, moved, you know, a whole lot, you know, 22% from its low after Corona. So, but it still didn't change the trend. Yes, there's a huge 4-hour trend here, but the overall daily trend is still very much bearish until this monthly zone's broken. And we'll play it, you know, accordingly, whatever happens. So let's go ahead and drop to the 4-hour and see what is going on with more current price action. So we have a huge ascending triangle here. Here's that key resistance zone, 76.3 or 76.5, right? Price action just kind of ranging up here. It looked like we were going to get a potential head and shoulders for the reversal, but instead it just dropped to the low, gave us another higher low test of 75.6 right at our monthly, and then pushed back up. It actually crossed 76.3 right here. This is a minor level, lower time frame zone. So if we do get a higher low here, if we do get a higher low right in this pocket, above this zone, confirming this is a higher low above this zone. I could go long if I see the right confirmations, especially closing above this entire zone here. Because look, key resistance at 76.7, right? So you want to see just any sort of bearish variation closing above that after a confirmed higher low. That'd be a good entry. And then you just target higher towards significant resistance, fib levels, etc. All right. So that's the bullish option. Oh, excuse me. We're clearly favoring long opportunities here because the overall trend is very bullish, right? So what do we need to see to consider short opportunities? I want to see a significant transition and break of major support. We need to see some lower highs, but ideally it would be this trade path here. This break of 75.6, break and retest, confirm lower high, and then you're short, targeting towards major support levels. All right, so that's AJ. Now this one could be pretty interesting, but again, we just got to wait on those confirmations. Next is UJ for the daily time frame. This one's pretty easy, actually, as far as determining that it's super bearish, right? Lots of lower highs, lots of lows here at key support at our monthly 106 flat. Okay, but this is a crazy pattern. It's really just price action just getting squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until it ultimately breaks. So on the 4 hour, let's see what happens. It actually broke out of this triangle this ascending triangle. This was that major support level 106. So you saw it break it, right? So it's weakening the zone. Good sign. But it did pull back. It held at 61.8, came back down, didn't have the momentum to keep pushing lower to a new low, curled back up, pulled back to 88.6, deep fib level, and then transitioned through again to the downside. Formed this neckline, gave us a 61.8 touch again. Looked like a head and shoulders, but I mean this piece of price action right here is a little high, a little too high now. This would have been a nice head and shoulders pattern, but honestly, we're gonna have to wait on this one. So favoring this short trade opportunity is still very much in play. We still just need to see a break below the monthly and then confirm lower highs with good momentum to enter on. I know there were some fake outs over here. There's tons of signals. Oh, Lord. So there were tons of signals here, but the momentum just died off, right? And that's trading. Sometimes it just goes that way. It just happens to be that way. So we're looking for something kind of similar, but with a little more conviction. And then we're going to enter target lower towards major support, major support like our weekly zone around 103 and major fib levels like the negative 27 around 103.35. All right, so that's where we're looking at now. Yeah, just waiting for a clean transition. I want to see some lower highs below here, and then I'm in, definitely. But for us to consider long opportunities, now if you look to the left here, we're still very bearish. Very, very bearish until we get above these lower highs, this group of lower highs here, right? So I'm going to comfortably say that I'm not looking for any longs on this pair until I see a break and retest of 107.4 minimum, okay? Because very, very much bearish and looking to go short still. But we'll see how this one plays out. Looking pretty good so far. Not the worst, not the best, but it's got potential. So that's UJ. Let's move on to EJ and then gold, which looks to be going nuts right now. We'll get to that in a second. Daily time frame first. On EJ, huge bearish channel, gigantic bearish channel, guys. The range is insane on it. Came down, we found a low around our monthly at 116.5. Price action reacted off that zone and took off. Blew right through the range here between 121.25 and 116.5. So it blew right through that resistance at 121. Came back, tested the upper trend line of this descending channel. Formed a higher low and continued up in a very strong trend. Very, very strong trend. So this was actually the transition here. When it broke, retested, confirmed the higher low. That's the confirmed transition on the daily time frame from bearish trend to bullish trend. Okay, so super, super strong bullish trend. Let's go right to the 4 hour and see what's going on. More current price action for EJ. All right, here we go. All right, cool. So we're a bit overextended. not an issue. It just means we got to wait pretty much. So we're pretty overextended here. We're waiting for structure to form, which is, guys, minimum 38.2, right? We want to see a minimum hit, a level hit of the 38.2, right at 124 flat. That'd be really nice if price action could come down, test this zone, give us some sort of confirmed low, and then transition back to the upside on a lower time frame, meaning like you could enter on a lower time frame break and retest of a minor zone, of a minor lower high. Just looking to enter on those bullish confirmations after we see structure form, okay? And then you could target higher towards the monthly and then negative 27 fib level, key resistance, and so on. All right, so we didn't quite form yet, but we will wait on it and see what happens. For us to go bearish on this, to consider short opportunities, we really need to see a transition of this zone right here, where we see a break lower, confirmed lower high below 124 flat, and then you could probably take some shorts down to this lower end range here around 121.25 at this weekly support. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. Right now, it's kind of just, it actually picked up a little bit of volume, but still kind of just hanging around this monthly zone. So we'll see. All right, guys, that's EJ. Let me cover gold for you as the last pair. This thing's headed lower. Go to the daily time frame first. Super bullish, guys. Daily time frame. It's actually kind of nuts how much gold has moved in such a short period of time. But yeah, it's been an exciting time trading gold. Right now, it made a huge push. Now it's on its way back, forming some lower highs repeatedly, as you can see. Let's go straight to the 4-hour. Check out our potential trade opportunities. So previously, when we saw price action over here, I think it pushed through, came back up. We had two trade opportunities: either enter on a break and retest of the 38.2, this blue zone right here, or wait for a pullback to the 61.8 weekly zone, potentially even lower around the 1800 handle, to confirm some sort of low where we could then look for bullish setups on and target higher. Right, we're trying to find the bottom of this pullback. So we thought originally this was it. It doesn't look like it is now. It's actually pushing through this zone. We had a nice little transition consolidation here, a bit of a box pattern, and then it broke lower, retested on the back end, a lower time frame it looks like, and now it's coming back down. So our next stop for this is conservatively the regular 61.8. 61.8 fib level, which again would be structure. Nice key level. You could get some good momentum coming off that level. So we're going to wait on it. We're going to wait it. Let's clean this up a little bit. Looking like this. We're looking for this. All right. Something like that. That could be good for gold. Find the low. Get a nice little transition. Enter on some bullish setups. Target higher. All right. So that's gold, guys. I'm going to do a quick recap here. We covered DXY. AUD USD looking bullish. AJ looking bullish. UJ preferably bearish. EJ want to see structure form, and then gold waiting for a deeper fib level to hit. All right, so I covered those for you guys. Angela's going to get to some of the majors for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, got something out of it. So thank you guys. All right.
Yep. All right, so I'll go ahead and share up, and we'll get right into it. Again, if you guys want to enter the giveaway, just post your Discord name in the chat. We're trying to support you guys, give a little bit away each day, and take advantage of it. It might only be $25, but it's something. Yeah, like we said earlier.
$25 you didn't have an hour ago.
Yeah, buy yourselves a nice lunch or something. So let's start off with GU. I mean, like Nick was saying with DXY is definitely pulling back right now on the 1 hour. Definitely bullish on the 1 hour. But as we hop up to the 4 hour and to the daily, overall we are still bearish. We're definitely still bearish on this pair, or on this indice, the dollar index. Basically, yesterday we started to see a little bit of a cross of the moving averages. As I went down to the lower time frame, I was trying to look, see if there's any sorts of breaks of structure or anything. There really wasn't anything. There was the formation of this lower high, but that just broke back upward. So right now we're just waiting for rejection. We need some rejection. Ultimately, now we have this resistance level here. It hasn't really formed structure quite yet. If this level breaks, we'll start to reevaluate, what's going on with this. If this breaks, I can imagine this will push higher, all the way to this level up here. So this is definitely an area to watch. Let's just start off with GU. Let's go all the way up to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame on GU, just making lows, lower high, low, lower high. But let's focus where we are right now. So right now we're at this high right now. We had a little bit of consolidation, the retest of this upper zone already. You got this monthly key level up here, definitely resistance right now. But based on price action, this does look like we're seeing potential for reversal from this level as I come down to the daily. Overall, we're in this bullish trend. We came down, had these two bearish engulfings, but then, yeah, we had this huge bullish candle that maintained the moving averages, showing us that buyers are still here, still in control right now. As I come down even to the 4 hour now, 4 hour time frame, making highs, higher lows, higher high, retesting this higher low right here. We ended up finding support right there, had the cross the moving average, bullish engulfing right here on the 4 hour, followed that up with another bullish engulfing candle. So on the lower time frame right here, down to the 30-minute, what we're seeing is a little bit of a transition. We have this lower high break right here, form this higher low. This is basically what I entered on right now. We got our stops below this 200-day. So yeah, we're comfortably in this trade. We have a higher low here. We're looking to push to this next 4 hour level, back to these 4 hour highs. Got the 4 hour forming a little higher low right now with the moving averages. So we're going to continue to play this one out, guys. This is a little bit of a live trade. If you guys want to get in on the action, feel free to. 1 hour, got the 200-day holding right here, but we just really need DXY to hold at that level, show some rejection, and then this thing will push higher. So if you guys are interested, little trade idea on GU. Right now, if you guys want to take advantage of that, this is the exact entry and everything. So stops 35 pips. So get in on that if you guys want to. Let's bump over to UCAD. Let's take a look all the way up on the weekly time frame. So up on the weekly time frame with UCAD, we're definitely in some sort of like buyer's confluence area right now as I bring on this trend line. We're definitely in an area of support, got the 200-day, got the trend line. This doesn't mean that I'm buying directly off of this level right now, but I am aware of that. As I come down to the daily, we are still very bearish, below the moving averages. We're making some sort of box pattern now at the bottom of this range, down to the 4 hour, this box pattern right here, definitely a continuational pattern. And looking at the 4 hour, basically, I'm looking at my structure. We had lower lows, lower high here. Then we had this lower low, this lower high here. Came back down, lower low, pulled back, made this lower high, triple topped in this area, rejected it 3 times, had the cross on the moving average right here. So really right now, we're looking to get in on any sort of potential entries. Where are we trying to enter? We're trying to enter on the pullbacks, and we could stick either to this 1 hour, chart or the 30-minute chart. But basically, where I'm looking to get in on is on this 1 hour. As soon as we find rejection and move back through the moving averages, see how we had this push, red over blue, pulling back now. As soon as this crosses back, blue over red or red over blue, this is where I'm going to look to take advantage of an entry. So we're going to draw this out. Boom. And this is, in confluence with that overall box pattern, which is continuational bearish pattern, trying to continue to push to the downside. So right now, this is what we're looking at with UCAD. I will drop this one in the premium analysis for everyone that is in the signals and that's in the premium analysis group. Let's bump over to USEF. Let's bump up to the weekly time frame. So, weekly time frame on USEF, again, we're at this monthly key level. We're starting to see some signs of reversal. We've got a lot of rejection from this level already. Last week formed this spinning top candle. Down to the daily, what does that show us? Daily time frame just consolidating at the bottom here, large bullish engulfing, back above the moving averages, but now we're continuing to reject this level. Sellers are trying to step in and maintain control right now. And then all the way down to the 4-hour, this is basically what we're looking at when it comes to structure. On the 4-hour time frame, really what we need, we drew this out yesterday, is we need a clean break above this level. Really before considering any sort of serious long opportunities. We want a break above a higher low before going long. And then on the flip side, to get short on this, pretty much this was a bearish trend right here, and we're looking to get short on the 1-hour right now, and we're looking to get short at once this either respects this lower high right here, or if it rejects and breaks, makes a higher low. So we're looking to make a play based on this area right now. If we find, if we come up to this area right now and we have, bring on this, we see the same type of rejection from this random line like this, boom, across the moving averages, we'll look to get in this area, stops above here. But if this area does now manage to break, then it'll break lower time frame structure. We'll hit back up on the 4-hour, wait for the 4-hour to play out. So this is basically USEF right now, waiting to see how it reacts to this level. Let's pump over to NU all the way up on the weekly time frame. Again, a lot of these pairs are showing rejection on the weekly. Overall, they are bearish. They're gaining some USD strength. So down to the daily time frame, this is just a pullback. On the daily, we're at a daily support level right now. And then down to the 4-hour. 4-hour on NU has been forming bearish structure for quite some time now, forming these lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now we're pulling back again, pulling back to our next potential lower high right now. So really, unless this level up here breaks, this thing is a seller's market. At the moment, daily's in that retracement and that pullback. So we're really, unless we got a lot of price action forming in here, on this 4-hour, and we start to get breaks, right at the moment, looking at this, this level would need to break for us to consider buys. And right now we're just retracing on the 4-hour. We don't need to hit the 30-minute quite yet. We just need to wait for some sort of price action, something similar to this, similar to this and similar to this. We need to see some ultimately some rejection. Last time we saw this trend line get respected very well. So we could see this coming all the way up into this area before finding some rejection, all the way up into this area right here. Got the 200-day coming around too. So we'll see how that plays out later on this week. And we got EU dumping a little bit, but we want to, stick on the weekly time frame. Overall, we are on the weekly time frame. We are still bullish, but we're getting a lot of this resistance at the top right now, spinning top. Market's starting to turn over a little bit. Daily time frame, overall, yes, we are bullish, but we are seeing a break below the moving averages right now. So momentum is shifting a little bit, and then all the way down to the 4-hour. This is kind of where I'm focusing on for my structure the most, is the 4-hour. And really what we need to see right now, we had previously said we need a break all the way below this monthly level. Right here, we can actually adjust this now a little bit more, bring this level up a little bit. We're really trying to see a clean break below this area, followed by that retest on the daily. This would be a much deeper pullback. This would start a very deeper retracement to the 38.2 and potentially lower. So we're really looking to get a lot lower before getting in on any sort of sell opportunities. And on the flip side, if we wanted to buy, we're going to have to find some sort of support at this level. So that's the forecast pretty much for today. Euro USD, we need to see how this level, a lot of pairs are at like decision levels right now, seeing whether they respect it or reject it, or break through it. So we got to be patient right now on the 4-hour. This is what we're looking to see on Euro USD, back to NU. 4-hour time frame again, looking, it's popping up, so we're looking to find some rejection here. USEF, we're either going to respect this level right now, or we're going to break, retest, get long, and then UCAD, as we went over, still looking to go short on UCAD. Still looking to go short on UCAD. The lower time frame is still showing us bearish structure right now, so still a potential opportunity. And then GU, we're kind of just managing this, going to see how this one plays out. So that is all that I have. I have one more GJ for you guys. Let's go up to the daily with GJ. Yeah, so GJ has been continuing to push on the weekly time frame. Overall, we are bearish, but as we could see the last 5 weeks or so, this thing has been pushing, very bullish, coming down to the daily time frame. Bullish trends came to this high, pulled below the moving averages, then we just shot back up with this morning star. Right now, huge morning star. So this thing is bullish down to the 4-hour. Again, this thing is maintaining some bullish structure. So no entry opportunities really at the moment on GU. We need to see some sort of pullbacks. Like Nick was going over, ideally we're looking to get in on, these higher lows on the 4-hour, these areas. And, there was really no opportunity with this right now. So we're going to have to wait, a little bit longer with GJ. But that's everything that I wanted to cover for you guys today. A lot of analysis, lot just went over. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to post in the chat, and we can sort of go over whatever you guys want to go over.
Yeah, so pretty slow week overall, guys. There's some opportunities there, but again, it's not your typical week as far as movement goes. Yep. So, yeah, it's been kind of slow. It's okay, though. It happens. There's these lows. Sometimes weeks are faster than others, and you just got to be ready to capitalize on those fast weeks.
Yeah, I think the lesson here is you guys got to stick to the risk management so that when these really good opportunities are there, you guys are trading.
Yep.
You know what I mean? These slow weeks, these slow weeks we're trying our best to get into some opportunities, ones that look like high probability, but we're really, a lot of these markets are consolidating right now, and they could be pulling back, for some bullish moves, but we need to wait, ultimately, and just stick to the rules. Can't be trying to anticipate too much. So I wouldn't say, GJ short opportunity, at the moment. Right now, I would probably wait, for a little bit more price action to form. But I see what you're saying. We are at these highs, right now. And what gold's dumping off.
Yeah, it's been dumping. It's not looking great.
This pair has been moving bullish.
Falling. It's been falling for a few days now. Since the 19th.
We could do a little analysis on US 30.
Oh yeah.
The US 30 analysis. All right, so we'll do a little bonus pair, US 30. This pair is interesting because it's overall just bullish basically forever. So we have the support level right here. Boom. We'll make this monthly. We have the support level right here. So overall, our structure is definitely bullish. We even found a higher low right here, all the way on the monthly time frame, down to the weekly time frame. Again, we had this pullback, respect to the 200-day. Now we've just been in this bullish trend all the way since March, ascending higher and higher. And then pretty much where I'm looking at for this pair, mainly where I'm looking at structure is the daily time frame. This is the daily structure right now: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then we're retesting these highs, a little bit of a pullback, and then we've just been really bullish, as of late. So I'm just going to draw in these higher lows for you guys. So we've got one here, one here, boom. And then ultimately, ever since then, we've just been maintaining trend this entire time, forming these little channels. Let's take this off. This here, boom, and it gets a little bit choppy back here, but overall, like I said, we're looking for structure on this daily time frame, and we're looking to get in on the pullbacks. I think the last time we analyzed this was definitely around this area right here when this thing went pretty bullish. And again, you guys just want to look at, me and Nick, price action, traders all the way. Just look at price action, had these wicks. I think this is the last time we looked at US 30. It was like right here, and then it went really bullish from this area on. But again, just try to recognize patterns. When you guys know what the overall trend is, you're bullish on this. You're looking for things that are going to back up, these bullish type of moves. So all the way down to the 4-hour time frame, and even below that. Say you're looking in this area. Simply, we're just looking at lower time frame structure. We had lower high here, lower low, lower high, another lower high, lower low, lower high, and then you're starting to get these breaks. So the rules can apply, for many different pairs. Obviously, though, got a back test. Yeah, GU is definitely pulling back a little bit. Obviously, though, got a back test. Whatever you guys are looking at, whatever pair you guys are trading, you gotta back test the strategy so you know that you're getting in on something that's going to be more profitable. We don't really trade US 30, which is why we don't really analyze it and put the charts on too much. But yeah, I mean, just like DXY, it's a good chart to look at if you're trading like gold, even for some other pairs, see if it correlates well and everything like that. So yeah, that's just a little bonus pair. Again, we went over GU, UCAD, USEF, NU, Euro USD, GJ. Nick went over a bunch of pairs as well. That's pretty much it for the session. So if you're muted, oh yeah, you got Nick muted in here. What's up?
Yeah, I muted it real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We had some good pairs that we analyzed for you guys. It is a slow week overall, but stay active in the Discord. Keep an eye out for the premium analysis. Those of you who have access to it. But yeah, so happy trading, guys. Last trading session is tomorrow. Be there or be square. No, I'm just kidding. It's just show up if you guys want to learn. Same exact thing we're going to cover tomorrow. But yeah, that's it, guys. We're going to finish the week out strong.
Yeah, finish the week strong, middle of the week, you know what I'm saying? So keep at it, and we'll talk to you guys in tomorrow's live session.
Peace, guys. Have a good one.